The reason why I say my mother is crazy enough to do that to the key is because she constantly threatened to stick a suppository up my ass when I did not know. And she put medication in my food twice, which is very bad because it can cause seizures, serotonin syndrome. Teenagers could just do alcohol and have a fatal reaction. You know, she slandered me. She made me out as schizophrenic to people. She threatened people with the FBI just for meeting me. And I was over 18 when she did this. So she's a crazy bitch. She is crazy enough to do that. And you know, I was worried about it, but you know, I'm very trusting, and you know, she kind of imposed herself on me, you know, oh, I'm gonna meet you, and I figured I might as well because my grandpa just turned 83, you know, he's getting older, and so I said okay, fine, you know, and then I wanted to talk to her about, you know, some things, and this, you know, happened. Of course, with my executive dysfunction, I very well could have lost the key my own self. But she's crazy enough to do it. You know, I'm not being paranoid because that's just how my mother is. Blackmailing, threatening, and no, I'm not a paranoid person. I think maybe also people could have misread me as being an Enneagram 6 when I said, you know, I didn't feel safe in my own house to even use toilet paper. That was confined to the house. It's not globalized. It's an isolated PTSD trigger. And the reason why I was so horrified to begin with is because the medications made me have inability to write poems, which was tied to my identity, and I was afraid of losing my self-identity and my gifts with it, which is actually an image motivator to begin with. But this is what I mean, she's crazy enough to do it. You know, you would not understand because you do not know how my family dynamics work. I would show you, you know, how she is. Like, I'm not being over paranoid with it at all, with how she is. She's crazy. My mother is a fucking psycho bitch. She called me, you know, psycho bitch. She actually is a psycho bitch.